Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Truth, the truth in 5 minutes or less. What's going on? It's Anthony, and it is Felt Hat Friday, courtesy of my good friends at Pro Hats, pro-hats.com. Anthony, R-U-P-H. That gets you 10% off. Let's get right into this one. Please like this video, share this video, do all the things with this video. Today's got a little extra good message to it. It's about the song in the movie I Can Only Imagine. I Can Only Imagine is a really, I'm sure you've all heard it. It's the largest, biggest selling Christian song in history. It was played on regular radio stations all through the country a couple decades ago. It means a lot to me. First off, the movie was great, almost completely rooted in truth. Didn't need much Hollywoodization. It's a little cheesy, but the story's just that good. The song was the song that my mom chose to put my childhood pet to sleep in, which was probably great for the cat. Talking about getting out all of the tears when you're putting your cat to sleep. But that was the song that was played when they, you put your animal to sleep. So that song has always indelibly left a mark on my life, and I'll never forget that song for that. But it's also it's such a great song about God's love and about the way that truly having a relationship with God and seeing that. And now you know why. There's a line in the movie from Amy Grant, and I don't know who actually said it, but I think according to the movie, it was Amy Grant said, you didn't write this song in 10 minutes, because he did. He wrote it in 10 minutes on his paper. He wrote it over a span of a lifetime. And that's a way to look at all of our lives. So people think that success is supposed to be immediate, or you look at somebody's story and be like, oh, immediately he was successful. Mercy Me, the band who wrote I Can Only Imagine. Look, they have everything come to them because of one song. They worked, not only that, they worked their whole life to create a great song. And the struggle that went behind the writing of that was his whole upbringing, all the pain that he had endured. Everything that we go through in our life is leading us to a moment that we don't even know what it's going to be. We don't know when our life is going to change, what great things are going to come. But if we keep pushing forward and continue to have that relationship with God, continue to look at Scripture in this way, and continue to look at our relationship with Jesus in a way where it comes to us when it's in that special time. But we need to start realizing that it is God's love and how powerful God's love can be. When you look at this story, this true story about how the song kind of came about. He wrote it right after his father had passed away from cancer, but the relationship that he got to have at the end of his life with the end of his father's life, who was a very bad man, the bulk of his life, but was redeemed, had redemption because of the fact that he heard his son singing the gospel. I think it was Amazing Grace. Heard him singing it. It brought him to God. The power that music, the power that song, the power that words can have, that ultimately Scripture can have to change a life. We have a lot of negatives that people use religion for, but at the end of the day, the true root of the word is to bring people together, to make people better, to make people have a better life, to make people be kinder to each other, to make people have God's love all around. I think that that's such an important thing in this movie. And most people know that I'm emotional. So of course I teared up at the end of this movie. It has direct ties to my life. Of course, I'm talking about that. My dog walks in. If I have to put Woody to sleep to the song I Can Only Imagine, I can only imagine how rough that would be. But ultimately, I think just the impact that somebody can have. And I looked at, they taught at the end, they sent the letters into Bart, the singer, and the Mercy Me, the band, what the song meant to them. And it's just one of those songs like that. It's just, it transcends regular music, just like little things in life can sometimes do, and the impact we can have. And I'll never forget it during COVID, when my good friend Cash Kelly and I were doing what we were doing, and we got all those letters sent to us about the impact that words can have, that people were like, you brought me back from a dark place, brought smiles to my face, made me feel like I was not alone. And having that impact on somebody just by the words that you say, or in the example of Mercy Me, the song that is being sung, the power that you can have with words. So what is your zone of expertise? Like I can speak, I can't sing. Mercy Me can sing. Are you a nurse or a school teacher that can have that kind of impact that just ripples through the rest of time? So just think of life from that sense. Think of the truth behind the fact that we all have the ability to change somebody's life for the better, create impact. That's all that my message is today. From the movie I Can Only Imagine, I suggest you watch it. It is on Netflix. That's it. So I strive to have that same impact. I can't be on a stage singing a song. That's not my strength. But I want to be better at these words and these ability to speak to people where I can move people to tears, move people to motivate, move people to change their life from a perspective behind a microphone, looking at people in the eye. Get out of here. God bless, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Remember, the truth will set you free. This has been The Truth in a little over 5 minutes. It was a long felt hat Friday. God bless again. And remember, don't be a garbage human. Don't surrender your pet. Take it easy, y'all.